Thursday, September 9th, what is AMC gonna do? What's going on, AMC stock family? In today's video, we will be talking about all of that. So without wasting any of your time, let's just get straight into it. So Charles Payne right over here, we have him tweeting. He is extremely excited. He said, "Listen up, AMC investors and also haters." The CEO of AMC, Adam Aron, was discussing today the big advertising spending and latest on corporate strategy. The fundamental proposition just got a lot better, but I know you just like the stock. What this is indicating to me is that Charles Payne is getting ready. He is getting ready to talk about AMC yet again. Usually he has been relatively bullish on AMC, however sometimes he is not. But I do think that in this scenario and in this situation that we are in right now, after this news that came up about the advertisement spending for AMC, I think that he is going to have a bullish opinion on AMC, and what he has to say about AMC, I also am going to be guessing right now that he is going to say even more exciting news, which he did already hint at right over here. The fundamental proposition just got a lot better. And notice how he says fundamental. He says nothing about the movement. He says nothing about the price. He is basing all this just off of fundamentals. That is also more bullish to me because as AMC grows as a company, the stock price will follow. Even if the stock price is not reflecting the company right now, inevitably it will. And so other investors, they will start to realize that, and that's how that inevitability happens, where the share price just continues to go up. And so as long as AMC becomes better and better, fundamentally, the share price will follow as well. So there's no need to worry about that. I'm excited for what more he has to say because right now he just seems already excited. So just a few seconds ago didn't make a lot of sense. Hopefully this will clear all that up. So let's go ahead and get started. AMC is about to do something it has never done before: advertise on TV. And so AMC said that it would spend more than $25 million on a multimedia campaign featuring Academy Award winner Nicole Kidman. Now traditionally, movie theater owners have relied on studios to promote films and drive moviegoers to their local cinemas. However, CEO Adam Aron said AMC will no longer rely on what has always worked before. He is breaking trends. He is breaking the normal right now. Based off this one statement alone, it can be indicated that Adam Aron, he is breaking trends as we speak right now. And this is all very, very exciting. So more than 100 years after its founding, AMC Entertainment is doing something that it has never done before: advertise on television. Yes, we just mentioned that. And so on Wednesday, the world's largest theater chain announced it would spend more than $25 million on a multimedia campaign featuring Academy Award-winning actress Nicole Kidman. We also just mentioned that. And so the ads will break online and on social media on Wednesday. Versions for the network TV will begin airing on Sunday. And just a quick side note, CNBC is still referring to AMC as the world's largest theater chain. In this article, they have relatively low bearish opinions on AMC, and that is beneficial to the AMC investors because some people know that AMC is the world's largest theater chain. However, they will not acknowledge that because they do not like AMC. And so that is going to hurt the AMC investors if people do not acknowledge that, because then it's going to seem like there's no positive catalyst going for AMC and that there's nothing bullish for AMC whatsoever. But this bullish news right over here is always going to be good for AMC, and the more we get this message out there that, wait a minute, AMC is still the world's largest theater chain, that is always going to be good. And if you guys have not already, make sure you guys share this video with your fellow AMC investors so we all have a good understanding of what is to come for AMC and what is going on right now. And so this move comes after the company raised about $1.8 billion in cash. Armed with those funds, AMC has sought out new cinema leases, invested in fresh payment options like Bitcoin, and is seeking to increase the variety to include sports and concerts. Absolutely bullish. And this is a quote: "So as we have said repeatedly of late, thanks to the billions of dollars we have raised this year," again, this was from the dilutions. Back then, not a lot of people were happy. "We continuously mention that the CEO of AMC is not going anywhere. Adam Aron knows what he is doing, and he is going to reinvest this money back into AMC. And that is what he is doing right now." And continuing on, this quote says that AMC is strong, and it is time for AMC to play on offense again, CEO Adam Aron said in a statement. Traditionally, movie theater owners have relied on studios to promote films and drive moviegoers to their local cinemas. We already mentioned this in the beginning, but Adam Aron said that the company will no longer depend on what has always worked before, in other words, the normal. And so movie theaters reopened in August of last year, and in the last video, we already discussed all of this, so we will not be going over that in today's video. But very briefly, we did mention how AMC was benefiting this week especially, even though this weekend was not the best trend day. In other words, Labor Day is usually not the best weekend for AMC. However, this time around, Labor Day was one of the best weekends for AMC, especially with 2 new movies out into the AMC theaters. And last but not least, with all the change occurring in these uncharted waters in which we now navigate, we believe it is high time for an industry leader like AMC to go on television to remind today's audiences of the magic that can only be found in a movie theater and at AMC. With our big seats, our big sound, and our big screens, Adam Aron said. And here it is, AMC stock family, we have breaking news. So the CEO of AMC, Adam Aron, just said that we have made contact with GameStop on a partnership. We're not ready to say what that partnership is, though, and also says that AMC is playing offense to get folks back to the theaters with an epic $25 million advertisement spending. And here it is. Here are the main important takeaways of this interview.
Before its nationwide release, AMC Chairman and CEO Adam Aron is here to join you and to show you his brand new $25 million ad campaign starring Nicole Kidman right here exclusively on the Clayman Countdown. Adam, great to have you. You know, we have the brand new commercial queued up and ready to roll, but before we show it to our viewers, why make this huge spend of $25 million when never before has a theater chain advertised itself?
Liz, great to be with you. And there are two reasons to answer your question. Americans want to get out again. If we've learned anything over the last year and a half, we don't want to be trapped in our houses and our apartments, no matter how nice they are. And in the fourth quarter, there is an enormous slate of movies coming, big movies like No Time to Die, the 25th James Bond movie. We want to tell people and remind people how amazing it is to see a movie in a theater again.
All right, so we've got it queued up. Let us take a look at the We Make Movies Better ad starring Nicole Kidman. It's going to unveil at the MTV Awards on Sunday night, but our viewers are seeing it here first. Nicole Kidman, great choice. How'd you get her? Can you give us the backstory on how an ad campaign like this comes together?
Sure. We've been thinking about this for years, but as you said in your intro, no theater chain has ever advertised itself. We've talked about what movies we're showing, but we've never talked about the theatrical experience itself. And coming out of the pandemic to build our business back, we thought it was a great idea. We approached the two best talent agencies in LA, WME Endeavor and CAA, because we knew that to tell this story, we needed an A-list movie star to do it, or the message wouldn't resonate. And both agencies worked hard at it for us. Nicole Kidman was the top female on our list. We had a male choice as well. She said yes. We jumped at it, and we're so pleased that she's giving her talent to AMC.
Well, it's understated, but it's fabulous. I know it was written by Oscar nominee Billy Ray, who is amazing, right? I mean, Captain Phillips, Richard Jewell, he's written the screenplays for that. I do want to ask you, though, and Adam, there is no doubt, and anyone who...
Liz, can I tell you how that happens?
I was just going to say, it's important to point this out. Yeah, okay, go for it. But
let me quickly tell you that we got Nicole, and to show you how involved she was, because this is her industry. She wants theaters coming back too. She said, "I've read the commercial. I think it'd be better. I think you should get Billy Ray to rewrite it." She then said, "And I've worked with directors for 25, 30 years, and here are the two best directors. You pick which one you want." So Nicole was in this from top to bottom. She found us our writer. She found us our director.
Adam, you are a survivor, and you have made it through an unbelievable 17 months. No dispute on that. But the company is under $11 billion in debt. Why spend a significant chunk of that, $25 million, on this ad campaign instead of paying down some of the debt?
Well, I don't want to be cavalier by saying it's only $6 million of debt, because $5 million of that is reported as capitalized leases, which in the old days of accounting were operating costs. And we did at the end of the June 30 quarter have $2 billion of cash and liquidity on hand. So that brought the debt down to $4 billion. But look, there are various ways to pay down debt. And one of them is to drive revenues and drive earnings. And we believe that these wonderful Nicole Kidman commercials, and there are 7 of them, by the way, they're going to build our revenues back much faster than if we hadn't reached into our pocket and make this expenditure.
Right. Adam, I want to talk about the stock. The stock has been an unbelievable performer year over year. I mean, year to date, it's up more than 2,000%. It's just amazing. But, you know, there was a recent sort of attempt by the so-called apes in the Wall Street Bets Reddit room to do a short squeeze, you know, a MOASS, mother of all short squeezes. You know, the stock is not where it was back in early summer. What do you think is happening there? And what would you say to the naysayers about AMC?
Well, that's such a big question. You know, my focus, as hard as this may be to believe, my focus isn't on the share price. My focus is on restoring this company to health, surviving this pandemic, and leading us back to glory once again. Our shareholder base has completely turned over in the last 8 months. Our company was 80% institutionally owned, and now it's 80% retail investor owned. And those shareholders of ours, they love our company, they love movies, they love going to our theaters, and we're spending every waking moment trying to make this a strong, successful company again. And that's what these commercials with Nicole Kidman are all about. We think this is an important step in our playing offense, again, not being on our heels because of COVID, playing defense, but going out there to say that AMC is strong and has a bright future.
Have you reached out to GameStop? I know in your last conference call you had mentioned that there might be some type of partnership and that you wanted to do it, but you hadn't reached out. Have you now made contact with them, and what would that look like?
As you know, we've been deluged with great suggestions from our new shareholder base ever since they really gained control of the company back in April. One of them, they certainly enjoy their affiliation with AMC. A lot of them enjoy their affiliation with GameStop as well. And they've suggested that the two of us team up. We took questions on our last earnings call, not just from securities analysts, but from retail shareholders. That question came up. I said we made contact with GameStop. We have made contact with GameStop. We are talking, but it's too early to say what the shape of some cooperative marketing efforts might be.